Hello everyone, my name is Tang Yijie. Currently I'm studying for Bachelor of Commerce at Curtin University. My study area is related to business, including marketing, logistics, and supply chain management. In this reflective video, I will look back on my university journey and my experience in this unit, enhancing your business mind. Also, I will reflect on my employability tool results, my time at university, my future career plan, and a message to future myself. The purpose of this video is not only to describe what I have done, but also to think honestly and deeply about what I have learned, how I have changed, and what I still need to improve before entering the workplace. The first part is reflection on the employability tool results. I have completed the employability tool twice, once earlier in this semester and once again at the end of it. Comparing these two profiles helped me see not only my confidence level, but also how my thinking has changed during the unit. One important change was in my study career awareness. In my first profile, I wrote that if I were designing my degree program, I would add more practical and industry-based projects. This showed that I wanted more real workplace experience and more opportunities to apply business theories in practice. However, in my Week 12 profile, I wrote that I will add more opportunities to meet people from different cultural backgrounds. This change shows that I become more aware of the importance of cross-cultural communication. The second part is reflection on this unit, enhancing your business mind. One activity I remember clearly was the marshmallow and spaghetti challenge. In this activity, we have to use spaghetti to support a marshmallow and try to build a stable structure. In this activity, we were divided into groups and we have done one first and we switch groups to do the second. And these are pictures of two groups. In the first group, we have no ideas and no experience of how to make it. So we search on the internet to see how previous people did it. And we express our ideas and we have built a weak and falling down marshmallow. Then we switch in groups. I became a person who followed the leader's instruction and helped complete the task. And finally, we made a stable and high marshmallow tower. This made me realize that teamwork does not always mean everyone has the same role, but sometimes a team needs a leader to organize the direction, and sometimes it also needs people who can listen, understand, and follow the plan and complete the work carefully. This activity helps me understand that in the workplace, I might not always be the leader in every situation. However, I can still contribute in being reliable, cooperative, and responsive. It also made me think that in the future, I should try to develop both sides. I should be able to support a leader when needed, but I also should build more confidence to take leadership when the situation requires it. Another activity I remembered clearly was the Lego activity. In this activity, we used random Lego pieces to build a small figure that represented our inner self. In class, our lecturer mentioned that students had built one in week 1 and we were asked to compare it with our week 12 Lego figure. However, I was not in the class in week 1, so I will only explain the figure I built in week 12. In this Lego figure, the two bricks at the bottom are my parents. They both have different life routines, but they raised me up and built a platform for me. However, my base is weak and small, and in my different life stages, I have learned different skills, but only a little, and the skill is so empty. And after I growing up, I entered university, and currently I'm confusing about future, so in this Lego figure, I'm trapped. Through this activity, I realized that self-awareness is an important part of employability. Before I can present myself professionally to employers, I first need to understand myself better. I need to understand my personality, my strengths, my weaknesses, and how I respond to different situations. Overall, these activities helped me understand that this unit was not only about career theory, but also encouraged me to reflect on myself, my teamwork style, my communication style, and my future development. The Marshmallow Challenge showed me the importance of teamwork and leadership, and the Lego activity helped me think more deeply about myself and my entity. The next part is reflection on my time at university. Before I came to Curtin University in Australia, I have completed my diploma degree at Curtin, Singapore. My experience there was very meaningful. I met many interesting friends there and also joined different student activities and clubs. That experience helped me become more familiar with university life and gave me some confidence before moving to Australia for my bachelor's degree. After finishing my diploma, I came to Australia to continue my Bachelor of Commerce at Curtin University. Compared with my experience in Singapore, studying in Australia was more challenging for me. One of the biggest difficulties was communicating with students from different cultural and language backgrounds. In Singapore, many students were from Southeast Asia, so I felt the communication style was a little easier for me. However, in Australia, the student background is more diverse, and many students speak English very quickly and naturally. As an international student from China, English is not my first language. Sometimes I find it difficult to keep up with group discussions. Sometimes I might understand the topic, but when other students discuss ideas quickly, I need more time to process the information and organize my response, so I cannot catch up immediately. This has been one of the most difficult parts of my university experience. For my career plan, I want to be honest and say that I'm still uncertain about it. When I was in the second year of university, I thought my next step after my bachelor's degree would be continue studying for a master's degree. At that time, I believed that further study could help me improve my qualification and give me more opportunities in future. However, now I'm in the third year and my thinking has changed. I realize that my academic results may not be strong enough to support me in applying the master degree. Also, I do not feel fully confident about myself. And due to these reasons, I think going directly into another degree may not be the best choice for me at this stage. Instead, my current plan is to return to China after graduation and first look for a part-time job, and I think this is a more realistic step for me because I need time to improve myself before entering the job market more seriously. At the moment, I feel that my practical skills are still limited. If I try to compete for full-time positions immediately, I may not be competitive enough compared with other graduates who have more experience, stronger communication skills, or clearer career goals. The last part is a message to future myself. If I could say something to my future self in 5 years, the first thing I would say is, please never forget your experience of studying abroad. Maybe my academic results were not perfect, and maybe I did not achieve everything as well as I expected. However, the experience is still very valuable, which being able to study overseas during university, meet students from different backgrounds, communicate with different people, and share ideas with them is not something that everyone has the chance to experience. Even though it was challenging, but it helped me see the world from a wider perspective. At the same time, I hope I will continue learning different skills, because there is a Chinese saying that it is never too old to learn. Maybe after 5 years, I will be working in company and repeating similar tasks every day. But even then, I hope I will never forget to keep improving myself. Even if I only improve a little bit each day, it is still progressing. Finally, I hope in the future I will have the chance to watch this video again. When that happens, I hope I can look back and feel that my effort was not wasted. And I hope I can say to myself that I kept going, kept learning, and I became better than I was before.